Okay, here's a Honda S2000 ATI super damper. We're going to take off the crank bolt, which is a 19 millimeter, and then we're going to remove these 3 bolts that are in the center sections right here, and then we're going to use a T40 plus on that thing to get it off. Here we go. Then we're going to move these 3 that are in the middle. These shouldn't be torqued down too tight. And then next, we're going to use the tool to take off the ATI damper. All right, here's the ATI Performance Product Damper Puller Installer Kit, and I have an assortment of 5/16 18 bolts. And so let's take a look at this thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose these 2-inch 5/16 18 bolts. These are grade 8. And I'm gonna grab 3 washers, and we're gonna grab the tool, and we're gonna choose this adapter right here. I'm gonna take this adapter, and I'm gonna thread it right inside where the crank bolt used to go. And then we're gonna put this piece onto here in this orientation. The reason why we do this is so that way it'll pull this thing off. It'll pull the damper off. So I'm gonna thread this on. And then I'm going to thread that down just hand tight all the way down. And then I'm going to put this in this orientation, and this little piece right here has got to sit up against that and allows it to pull this guy out. Now I'm going to line these 3 sections here to where the bolts were, and I'm going to put the 5/16 inch 18s into those 3 open holes. It's important that you choose the right length, so that way you get at least 1 diameter's worth of thread into the open holes. So I'm going to thread these things in. Whoops. And they just need to go in snug by hand. I'm just going to put those in all the way. Okay. Now to pull this thing out, we just grab a 19 millimeter wrench and a 27. We're just going to rotate this thing counterclockwise, and you can see that the damper's coming off real nice and slow, and it's coming off nice and even, so that way nothing gets damaged. A couple more rotations and we'll be completely off. There we go. And she's off. Now we can just unthread this, and then there's your damper. And that's the removal of the ATI Super Damper.